2020, October's on. Damn. So much really going on. And I'm just out here really trying to communicate with the adolescents. Sending messages through the ancestors. So many questions. Not so many answers. I'm seeing so many people dying from cancer. Answers that need to be illustrated. Looking at COVID-19 rising in 43 states. Damn, I guess we looking at some more death dates. How y'all doing out there this evening? We still gonna tell the truth. I know this is not something that you kinda like really get up on. But this is not no ordinary song. It's more like an intro. Get your minds prepared for something for you to be aware of. How y'all doing out there? See, I had to take a break and get in touch with those ancestors. Things is more on the spiritual level where y'all looking at it from a physically. Looking at it from those two eyes. Nah, you gotta look at your third eye. Sometimes you gotta paint your own type of picture. Dial deep. Get up off your knees and get up on your feet and you can see nature. How y'all doing out there this evening? Reason for it. See, it took for me a long time for me to show it. The gift that I have that I said I was gonna reach the minds of millions and see the civilians get free. By sharing a part of me.
I'll leave it behind if you let me. Ironic, I drown just to hold you down.
How y'all doing out there?
If you with me,
Just ride with me for a minute.
let me down.
See America falling to its knees. Everybody on their knees begging, please. Searching for help. All they get is no answers. They said vote and change things, but I can't see where it's really required by law. But let's think about that's what they saw. See, looking at things from like an ATM standpoint. You know, I ain't never seen nobody go up to the ATM expecting no money out. And every time we going to walk up into a vote, that's all she wrote. Nothing is being exchanged. They give you all these type of deranged demeanors. Clean suits on the daily, and they wonder why. We asking who you really working for. Some man got a pot to piss, hissing like cats. And I'm saying where they do that at. Seeing these queers run around here shedding real tears for civil rights when I'm like, good night. Playing around with the real future. Everybody said that they out here searching for God, but I think that's quite kinda odd. Nobody's out there getting in touch with nature. Pace yourself. 2020 ain't even over yet. Where's them stimulus checks? evening.
I bring you up.
See, I really had to do this one like this.
Let me down.
I ain't worried about it. We here to get lifted. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mind Vision Radio. Let's get it again, once again this evening. We got a lot to talk about, discussion that's going on. I don't know where to begin. So much. I'm just trying to reach the people that is not hipped or not really knowing what's really going on out here, okay? Let's see. Jobless claims being filed every week. We looking at an average of 28 weeks of 700 plus thousand. I don't know how many other people got jobs out there. But if you do, please get yourself prepared for what's finna happen. It doesn't matter who wins this presidential election. The fix is in for United States of America. 400 years of blood, sweat, and tears. And it's time to pay this debt. No matter what it looked like, this is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. From a different perspective from the mainstream media, this is the reality of 2020. We looking at Joe Biden supposed to be the presidential elect. I don't know how much and who voted for this person, but obviously that people are so want to be a part of a particular party, a particular entity, a particular situation. It doesn't matter. People want to be a part of something. And I'm like, Joe Biden don't know who his sister from his wife is, okay? So if you went out and voted for this guy, it is clearly a shame. At this point, I would be questioning a lot of people's intelligence, because at some point in life that we got to get to a point where we say that we out here worshiping God. But I think that's quite odd when you look at we be voting for the lesser two evils every 4 years. Somebody help me out here. I'm just trying to say, what are we doing? But situations is getting real critical out there. As y'all can tell, I got dogs in the backyard. They are being highly alert, okay? So, where do we go from here, ladies and gentlemen? Because no matter what action that you're doing,
If you don't understand what racism, white supremacy is, anything that you do understand, you will only confuse you. That's a quote by Dr. Neely Fuller. Um, Ancestor still living. So, food banks, all-time high here where I'm at in Huntsville, Alabama. One of the baseball teams here, semi-pro. They wanted to hold the largest food take-in the world. So they had Guinness Book of World Records out there. And 2020 is setting records here, ladies and gentlemen. And not one team has played there. The team that's supposed to be there, the Trash Pandas, they has not played one game. And we kind of see where the sports is really going, because there's no way in hell that you could remain to pay these athletes multi-million-dollar salaries with no people in the stands buying them $15 bills, okay? So things are looking very, very crucial here headed into 2021. So those of you that are out there having fun while the Titanic is sinking, I don't know what you're thinking about, but COVID-19 is wreaking havoc on everybody's life. Whether you believe the narrative or not, the fact the remainder is that it's happening. So, COVID cases rising in 43 states. Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at another lockdown. Now, I don't know what you've been told, what you've been looking at, but the reality is small business people is not going to make it. It's not going to make it. So, support them when you can, but it's not going to happen. The United States Federal Reserve has literally bankrupted America by printing money on a day-to-day basis, propping up the stock market. If you really want to know the truth, okay? So, as you can see, top Fortune 500 companies, got a little tongue twisted there, is making out like fat rats, getting these bailouts, and the people are left empty-handed waiting on $1,200. Now, I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, but the reality of this situation is getting very, very unprecedented, okay? That's the new word from 2020, or we can call the new normal, another word from 2020. The mask is not going anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. For all of those people who went out there and supported Joe Biden and Donald Trump, you have been fooled again by one bird with two different wings on each side. You have been fooled again. So, as we can see that Donald Trump has challenged the votes, and will it go to the Supreme Court? Will it even matter? Absolutely not. All of this is cause for a revolution in America that you have never seen before. So, get ready. Get ready. I was in the gun store the other day and they had plenty of guns, not enough bullets. Now, certain things don't need to be all the way illustrated for you to be able to paint a picture that's vivid. Y'all can feel this going on, but you're too busy want to be seen on Facebook and Instagram. Damn. All that to be seen. The American dream is being shattered, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you get it. Hope you get it. This is what the reality. So, as you can tell when you go to the grocery store, your dollar's buying less groceries on the daily. I was in Sam's the other day, and all they had was 1-ply toilet paper. That's the stuff you could get in the gas station. You might well use the dollar bills because we're going into a cashless society anyway. This is what they could doing, going digital with it, so they can track every movement that we make. As you can see, Joe Biden, COVID-19 task force, they calling for another 4 to 6 weeks shutdown. That's what they telling us. But we know what it is. It's going to be longer than that. So, y'all better get prepared. Things like this I know it's hard to take. You can still live your best life, but there's some things you're going to have to do a little bit different. You got to move certain ways. I see up in New York, Governor Cuomo said, hey, look, we need you to have a negative COVID-19 test before you enter to the state. And then you still got to quarantine for 3 days. Just for a vacation? Nah. I'm tripping. Travel will be different for those who do travel and like to travel. It will be very different, especially if you're flying in the air. Remember 9/11, 9/11 had us damn near getting strip searched. Take your shoes off, get pat down, go through a, scanner, x-ray. We need to see everything. Now, on top of that, they said, well, hey, we need you to have this vaccine, and we need you to have your mask and your gloves on. Okay? We may give you a badge for sanitation. This is how we really doing it. This is what we going with, ladies and gentlemen. This is how travel finna be. Going through so much just to have a good time, especially if you're blind. You need documentation just to go to another state. Report. Check in. Damn. So, like what we do here at Mind Vision Radio, we like to prepare you not to just talk about the problems, but also give you solution to the problems. So if you have not stocked up on your food, you need to go get some. The Dollar Tree is a good way to get a pantry going. If you want to do the water, the best thing to do is go to Walmart, get you a 5-gallon jug. Go to Publix, fill it up for $1.75 for 5 gallons of water. Cause it's finna get real sticky out here, ladies and gentlemen. They have already said it's gonna be a dark winter. Now, if they're really saying this, how really bad is it? But I don't think y'all really get it. Cause I still see y'all out there playing. But get your guns. Get whatever left ammo that's out there. And if you're going to use it, it better be necessary. That's all I can tell you. Trump supporters out at the White House, they had a march this weekend. Today, November the 14th, 2020. It's almost over, ladies and gentlemen. The quiet before the storm. We talking about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, ladies and gentlemen. What are we doing? What are we doing? And here's a quote by Mark Twain. Said that if voting really worked, they wouldn't allow us to do it. I'm paraphrasing. But this is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. It's been a minute since I made a video, but it's been highly anticipated. Monique, what's happening? Fat, what's happening? Quan, what's happening? Mark, what's happening? Tasha, what's happening? Nan, what's happening? This is what we doing. I'm on a whole nother level. Shaheen, how you doing? What's up, Rashad? Daddy still love you. Much love. Mind Vision Radio.